I'm Joe Heschmeyer, and today I want to address a popular argument I've heard both Muslim and Mormon apologists make for why we should believe the Book of Mormon or the Quran is inspired scripture. And the argument goes something like this: don't you know the founders, Joseph Smith and Muhammad, were not smart enough, educated enough, brilliant enough to have come up with these incredible works on their own? You look at something like the Quran, you look at something like the Book of Mormon, and then you hear that, you know, someone who is either illiterate or poorly educated came up with it. And you think, yeah, that seems to defy our expectations of what someone with that level of school could accomplish.
How are the claims of the origin of the Book of Mormon different from the Quran? Let's review a few. Contemporary records of the original manuscript show that Joseph dictated the 269,000 word text in 65 working days, producing on average over 4,000 words a day in a single draft. Compare this to skilled and professional authors, and you'll begin to realize if Joseph accomplished this feat by his pure intellect, he'd be considered the most talented author the world has ever known. No one previously or since Joseph has produced such a task. Joe, please show me any example of someone producing a text this quickly in one draft, coupled with the complexity and lack of contradictions or plot holes in the book. Just one example. Did you know modern stellometry studies of the Book of Mormon show near 20 distinct authorial voices? This is unheard of for any author in any time period ever. And get this, none of the voices have Joseph Smith's literary fingerprint on them. Not a single one. They each actually have their own set of unique vocabulary words not used by any other alleged author in the book. For more info, check out Marilyn Linford's work on this topic. How did Joseph do this? Some theorize that he must have had a mental health issue that gave him some ability to do this. He'd be the first and the last example of this in the known historical record, even though the historical record completely refutes this baseless claim. Add this to the fact that the Book of Mormon, intertwined with its incredibly complex narrative and recorded history of over 1,000 years, is filled with ancient Hebraic writing styles and grammar historically unknown to Joseph. What about the near 20 contemporary first-hand witness accounts saying they saw the golden plates Joseph claimed to have? 3 of which claimed to have shared visions of heavenly beings with Joseph. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. One of these elements of the Book of Mormon is insane on its own, given what we have access to in the historical record about how it came about and the final product we have today. But when you add them all together, can you think of a more plausible explanation than the one Joseph gave? It's important to understand that the origin of the Book of Mormon is nothing like the Quran.